So I let it go, and we both move on. There was no contrast, just black and white. Now we leave our past, kept unrestored. Just old photographs with the edges worn. Hello, my friends. This is The Lion. And today, I believe, takes place on February 22nd or 23rd, 2016. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning right now, so I have to be quiet. I'm here to do another question and answer, another Q&A with you ladies and gentlemen. Now, this first question comes from my good friend, the Governor. Thank you so much for your questions. Please keep commenting down below. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, comment anything that you want me to answer. Ask me anything you want, and I will do my best to give you a response. He says, if you had the opportunity to travel back in time, which time period would you visit and why? Great question. Well, I look at it two ways. Am I going back in time to see certain people, to see a certain person, or am I going back in time to live in that time, to exist within that time? That's the way I see it, the two different perspectives. So if I was gonna go visit people, right off the bat, off the top of my head, I would say the early 1900s, because the two people I would really want to meet are Nikola Tesla and Albert Einstein. Those are the two human beings I would very much desire to go meet. Okay? So that's one perspective. That's one way to look at that question, at this equation. Now, on the other hand, you can say, what time period would you want to go exist? Would you want to go visit to live in? To actually live your life? And honestly, this may come as a surprise to some of you. Even to myself, thinking about this question, I would want to go back so far to the point where there was almost no law, almost no civilization, just to the point where there were little villages, little societies that lived in a certain area where you just had a little, house made out of wood. I don't know how far this would be. I'm not a historian. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm a historian, right? I would want to go visit these people that lived in their lives in that manner where you just go out, you hunt your own food, use a bow and arrow, maybe a sword, what have you. You go out, you hunt your own food, you pick your own berries, things like this. And you knew, 50 to 100 to 200 people your entire life. That's how I would want to live. Because I believe the connection, the human interaction in that type of society is very strong. Now you could sit there, you're probably sitting there right now, you historians and you people that are very, savvy when it comes to history and human evolution. You're going to sit there and name all the terrible things, the diseases, the animals, the predators that exist during those times, thousands of years ago, whatever, what have you. But, if I had to live somewhere else, that's probably where I would choose, just so I could have my own, my own village, my own family, a very close-knit society, a very organized, a very synergistic type of reality where it wasn't too many people. That's probably where I would go if I had to live, you know what I mean? If that makes any sense to you? maybe the Renaissance era, the Renaissance era as well. Rebirth. Once again, the governor, he asks, great question. What is your favorite Greek god and why? Well, I didn't really know what my favorite one was because I don't know very many. So I was doing a little bit of research. And on Greek mythology, if you go to GreekMythology.com, you can look this up. My favorite god, I would have to say, I thought it would be, I believe it's Hermes, the messenger god, I believe is what I was going to say. I don't know if that's the right god. Whoever is the guy who runs, really fast and delivers messages. But Apollo, I believe, would be my favorite Greek god. And it says that Apollo was one of the sons of Zeus. And he had he was the twin brother of Artemis, I believe. So he had a sister, okay? Kind of like the Gemini, split personality. I'm not going to get into that, though, because that's kind of like a Roman thing. He was the god of music, okay? Try to relate this to me if you can. God of music. He was also known as the god of healing. I want to be a doctor, da-da-da. If so facto. Giving the science of medicine to man. He was also the god of light. Da-da-da, Seeking the truth, light, it reveals what is ever in the darkness. Light, truth, right? And the god of truth. Duh. At the end of the day, God of Truth. Hello, what's my YouTube channel? Truth Seeker 182. God of Truth. So, just based on these few facts that we have here, I would say that he is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Greek god. And for those reasons, I love music, light, truth, medicine, healing, these types of things. I would love to bring all of them to the earth, to the world, to humanity, to species, to life in general, not just humanity. I have to sit here and we all talk about humans on a day-to-day basis. But at the end of the day, I believe I'm trying to bring all of this life, love, truth, music, healing. I'm trying to bring all of it to life in general. I'm trying to bring it to animals, to bacteria, to these things that we don't view as very important right now in 2016. I'm trying to bring all of it to the best of my ability, to the best of my capability. I'm trying to spread as much information out there, as much data, zeros and ones, binary code. I'm trying to spread as much truth that I can to everybody, to everything that exists, not only on our planet, not only on planet Earth, not only in our galaxy or our solar system, but in the universe. I'm trying to spread as much as I can and leave as many footprints as I can, so that the life forms, the humans, the species that come after me can find these footprints, find this data, artifact it, interact with it, decode it, and make something influential for the future. If that makes any sense. I'm just trying to help. I'm just trying to help as many people as I can. As often as I can. In any way that I can. So, the governor also says, his last question here, he says, I find it fascinating that we have landed on the moon and we have visited Mars. With machines, by the way. No human being has ever been there yet. Yet we haven't discovered what lies at the bottom of our oceans. What do you think we would find there? Well, to take your question, to take your thought pattern and extrapolate a little bit further, to expand it a little bit further, not only do we have no idea what is in the oceans, what is in the bottom of our planet. Think about this, my friends. We have no idea what resides within our own 2 ears, what resides within our mind, within our brain, within our skull. We have no idea. Forget about the ocean, forget about the solar system, the galaxies, the universe. We have no idea. We know more about those things than we do about our own brain, our own consciousness. That's very interesting. Now, what do I believe at the bottom of the ocean? I have no idea. But I do know that whatever is down there is probably very fascinating, very interesting, you know? Very much worth our time and our studies. I believe we will spend decades, centuries, if not millennia. I believe is that at like thousands of years? I think centuries, 100 years. Millennia, I think, is 1,000. I'm not sure my terminology. Just correct me if I'm wrong down below. You know, spread the truth. It's gonna take a long time for us to find every single life form that exists on this planet. You know? But what's at the bottom of our oceans? There are some fascinating things, some fascinating animals, some fascinating creatures that live down there. I guarantee it, that we have not even come close to discovering yet. I can only hope and pray that I am alive during some of this, during some of these explorations, some of these discoveries. And I hope that you are too. I hope that whoever is watching this video, whether it be a year from now, 10 years from now, 100 years, 1,000 years, 10,000, a million years from now, I hope that you understand what I'm getting at. I hope you understand the information I'm trying to present to you, and that it interests you in some way, one way or another. Well, this video is already getting close to 15 minutes, so I'm just going to end it here. Thank you everybody for watching. Please comment down below. Ask me any questions that you want. Ask me anything that is on your mind. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please keep asking your questions. I don't care. Whatever's on your brain, whatever's on your mind, whatever's in your heart, in your body, in your essence, bring it forth. Bring it out to me, to the universe, so that we can interact with it, we can understand it, we can talk about it, I can answer a question about it. Please, don't just bring it to your grave. Don't keep these thoughts, these ideas, these concepts that you have within you. Don't keep them so concealed and bring them into the earth. Speak them out first. Speak them into the atmosphere. Let's talk about them. Okay? So, thank you so much for watching. Comment down below. Please subscribe. I know many of you are not about 75% of you watching this video right now are not subscribed to my channel for one reason or another. Please subscribe, okay? Like the video, share it, spread it. Take the video, copy and paste it. I don't care if you take all my videos. I don't care if you take all of the footage and upload it to your own channel. Just get this information out there. Get these ideas, these thoughts, these behaviors, these patterns, these frequencies, these vibrations. Get them out there to the universe. I don't care how you do it. I'm not like the Fine Bros. I'm not gonna come after you for reacting to my videos. I'm not gonna come after you. I'm not that low of a life form. I'm not that selfish of a human being to come after you like some of these other people. I just want to spread as much truth, as much interest, as much knowledge, as much curiosity that I can before I am gone, before I am no longer here in this three-dimensional world, in this four-dimensional world as this human being. I want to spread it as much as I can. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Take care, my friends, and at the end of the day, no matter what happens to you, no matter what circumstances you are presented with, I hope that you never stop seeking the truth.